Hey guys, what is going on? It is your boy Yanoob back again with another video, and you guys absolutely blew up the like goal for part 2. We got 3 likes almost immediately. Sorry it took so long to start making part 3, but here we are, and let's get right into it. Okay guys, so where we last left off, I had just been dared to go and kick the girl's tent. But it wasn't just me. My friend, Fish, who you guys might remember from last episode as being the one with the watch on, was also dared to go and do it with me. So, the two of us were sitting there, flabbergasted, at this dare that had just been placed upon us. Obviously, we didn't want to look like chickens, or, whatever people be saying instead of chicken these days. And yeah, we just didn't want to look like some sissies. So, the boy Chris, once again, because he's just an absolute god, he said, "Yo man, you don't have to do it, it's a pretty dumb dare anyway. Like, no one's gonna care." And then the other boys, other than Chris, so a few of the others, there were 7 of us in this tent. So, if you exclude the boy Chris, that's maybe 3 kids, they were like, "Nah, you guys have to go do it, you've been dared." So, me and Fish, obviously being the chads that we were, decided we were gonna send it. But, unfortunately, this was not going to be as easy as we thought, because there was a couple patrols of teachers. So pretty much every now and then, up until this point, a teacher had sometimes gone out, probably to take a leak or something, and they had a flashlight out with them. So yeah, we had to make sure there were no teachers going out and doing anything like that, just to make sure that we wouldn't get caught, obviously, because we're not trying to get sent to detention or whatever. So, me and Fish quietly opened the door to the tent, making sure that no one has heard us. Not the 3 boys in the 2-person tent, and not that kid's dad who kicked our tent. We sneak out silently, and we begin to commando crawl across the grass. Why? Because I don't know. We're dumb children. Okay, leave me alone. So as we commando crawl across this grass, we start making it out of the little area where our tents were, because they were packed into this little nook, which sort of had a dead end, which led you into the bushes. So as we let out into the open clearing that was the campsite, about 10-15 meters to the left of us was the girl's tent. And obviously me and Fish got tired of commando crawling at this point because, well, it was going to take a very long time to crawl 15 meters silently commando crawling. So we both got up and we began to sneak towards the girl's tents. And, of course, the door to our tent was open because all the other boys were watching us to make sure we didn't check it out. And as we started heading towards this tent, something terrible happened. I stepped on a branch. Okay? I didn't seem very loud at the time, and I don't know, man, but I tripped and stepped on a branch. And that branch noise felt like, looking back, it was just a branch snapping. But the way I was feeling, man, somebody had just dropped a nuclear bomb that had alerted everyone in the area about our location. And I wasn't actually wrong to think this was a bad idea, because I snapped that branch, and then I said to Fish instinctively, dude, we need to go hide. So me and Fish ran across this clearing to the nearest area of bushes, which was furthest away from the girls' tents, and we ran and hid. And, wouldn't you know it, we heard the door unzipping as we were running away. So the door unzips and out comes our teacher. And our teacher, she was a woman. We'll call her Mrs. Brown. Yeah. So Mrs. Brown comes out of the tent and she starts shining a flashlight. Okay? And me and Fish are just hiding, okay? We're hiding in this tent, and honestly, we were kind of laughing, right? Because we were both really nervous, and we couldn't really hold back the laughter. So me and Fish were over there giggling, and we were about 20 meters away from this teacher, because that's how far we had run. And luckily, it didn't seem like she'd heard us running. But then she said, "Hey, I know there's somebody out there, come out right now." And by this point, the boys in our tent had already zipped up the tent. So if we were caught outside of our tent, we were dunsies, boys, alright? We were gonna get in so much trouble. So we kept hiding, and eventually Miss Brown decided that she was done looking, and she decided to go back inside her tent to sleep. Because the teachers all got their own tent, lucky scrubs. And, yeah. So, we come out of the bushes, and we start sneaking silently over to the girls' tent. And then Fish asked me, hey man, which tent do you want to hit? So, I thought about it long and hard. 2 tents. One with a group of girls I didn't really care about, another with a group of girls who I didn't really care about, and one tent with the Alexis girl who had rejected me earlier today. So, surprise, surprise, guess which tent I picked. So as we were starting over, headed to go kick this tent, unfortunately we heard rustling from inside the girls' tent, because I guess we just weren't quiet enough. And we ran behind the nearest tree, okay? And we were lying down there, I was like, oh, we're definitely gonna get spotted, man. And luckily nobody came out. So, at that point, we were really shook. We didn't want to go do it, so yeah, we chickened out, boys. I'm sorry. I'm not built like that. I wasn't able to do it. I'm a cis. So we ran back to the tent, me and Fish, and then people were like, how'd you kick the girls' tent? We said no. And they're like, honestly, I was surprised you got that far. I didn't even expect you to do it. And then I said, yeah. He goes, yeah, well, you guys definitely aren't, chickens and stuff, or sissies. So I was like, okay, cool. So I didn't have to kick the tent, and they don't think I'm sissy. Anyway, so yeah, we decided to go into the tent, and we kept making a noise as we were doing the night before, so the next day comes. And we all get up at like 6 o'clock, because men's don't need no sleep. So this happened like maybe 2, 3 a.m., and we got up at 6. So we did not get that much sleep. In fact, we didn't even fall asleep at 2, 3. We fell asleep at like 5. So yeah, we really did not get much sleep. And then when the teacher came out, she was really angry at us. She's like, oh, you made sure nobody could get any sleep. We're really triggered at you. So yeah, you guys are going to have to do the dishes for breakfast. And we were so trash at doing these dishes, boys, that the teacher legitimately stopped making us do the dishes. Like, we were so bad that the teacher decided to stop punishing us by making us do the dishes because we were going to mess it up for everybody else. Because basically we were supposed to clean these dishes and then put them out for everybody else. But we did not do that. So we ended up switching to paper plates, and yeah. So we eventually ended up leaving the campsite that day. And we ended up going to the next campsite, which we had these things called cabins. And I don't even really know why it's called a cabin. Like, it's really not even a cabin. It's like a concrete 2 meter wide or long, 2 meters long, 2 meters wide sort of thing, box where it's just like bunk beds. It's legit just some bunk beds really close together in this packed little room. But apparently that's a cabin. So yeah, we set up our stuff. Most of the boys were there, and the kid whose dad kicked our tent the other day, he let his son come sleep over there because he wanted to hang out with us. So, pretty chill. And yeah, we're just vibing. So as we're just vibing, I did end up coming out of my cabin to go hang out. And some people were inside on their phones, but I didn't have a phone at the time because, I don't know. It was like 2019? Actually, that's not an excuse. But anyway, no, it was 2018. But yeah, I still didn't have a phone. So, because I didn't have a phone, I had nothing to do, so I came out along with the boy Chris, and the boy Chris went to go do some other stuff, so, obviously, I was pretty bored. And as I was walking around, I saw Alexis, and she was hanging out with her friends in their cabin. So, man legit did not give up, boys. Man does not give up. I went back for round 2, and I still tried to go pull this girl. Now, at this point, she knew I had a crush on her. Okay, guys? She definitely knew I was trying to get the pull, but she wasn't interested. So, basically, she ended up trolling me, getting me to go do stuff for her, because man was still trying to win this girl, and it really did not go anywhere. At one point, she told me some lie about, like, oh, my friends lost this thing, can you go look for it? And I said, yeah, okay, I'll go look for it, and I ended up looking for it for like an hour, and then she told me there was no thing. Like, there wasn't, the thing I was looking for didn't exist. It didn't end up getting lost. So, wow. Big oof. But, yeah, that was pretty oofalicious. And this wouldn't even be the last time that I tried to get this girl either. Because man just does not give up, as I always like to say. So, I went back to my cabin with the boys. And like, hey guys, what's going on? And we ended up vibing until dinner time. We went to go get dinner. But once it was close to dinner time, it was eventually, time for bed. But when it was bedtime, okay, guys, like, for us to go to sleep, the one kid whose dad had been with him in that tent, he's like, oh, I get changed now, alright? Because, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but this kid, he was, kind of built different, alright? Not in a super bad way or anything, but, he just had to learn a bit differently. So this kid, he says, I get changed now. And we were like, no, don't do it, Ben. Don't do it. And then Ben legit just went full send, ripped his pants off, and flashed everything. Alright, guys, I'm talking everything. Man legit went full body flash for the boys. And none of us were over here trying to see that. So you're like, oh, Ben, why would you do that? And he's like, Ben, put some underpants on. He says, no, I need help. And we're like, no, Ben, we're not going to help you put your underpants on. Come on, dude. So eventually Ben ends up putting his underpants on. And yeah, and then he ends up going to sleep first as well. And yeah, and the whole day we were pretty much talking about that. And I ain't gonna lie, boys, no homo, but Ben was packing, okay? Ben was packing. Alright, boys? He was packing that I don't know, 5-6 inch? Solid, no homo. But yeah. And yeah, we decided to go to sleep. And yeah. So we go to sleep, we're in this little cabin, and we wake up for the next day, and we start to go do some activities and stuff, and yeah. And that was when we met him, okay, guys? That was this kid. And this kid, we're gonna call him Larry, okay? Now, Larry had blonde hair, he was kind of tall, and he liked to play football. The unintentional rhyme. But Larry, he was a grade A chick stealer, okay, guys? He was Mr. Steal Your Girl incarnate, alright? He used to slide on girls like it was a ice skating rink? I don't know. Yeah, he used to slide on girls like something that was good at sliding, okay? He was good at getting them girls. So, unfortunately, Larry started talking to Alexis. And, yo, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I was absolutely distraught, okay? Larry legit just came in and yanked her from me. Not that I had her in the first place looking back, but man was angry, okay? Man was triggered. So, Larry starts talking to her, and basically, whenever I see Larry talking to her, I just ended up dipping on the boy Chris, and the boy Chris is like, bro, calm down, and I'm like, no, bro, I gotta stop Larry from stealing her. So, I went over, and I tried my best, but nah. She had a history with Larry already, so she already liked to talk to him. And, man just couldn't handle it, okay? Larry was built different, and he did end up yanking her from me. So on the train ride back, I was trying to talk to her and stuff, but once again, Larry was just blocking me, alright? Larry was a god. He just stole her. Alright, guys, I had no chance. The moment Larry walked in, I was done. So, as Larry continues to steal this girl with his perfectly combed blonde hair, perfect for stealing girls, I ended up going into the seat and talking to the boy Chris. And, I did not end up getting that girl. In fact, she ended up hating me for a bit. And yeah, that is sort of the story, the Alexis saga. Man tries to get girl, doesn't go well. Tries again, still doesn't go well, gets trolled. Larry steals, and man goes home and plays Fortnite. But yeah, that is pretty much how it went. If you guys did enjoy the video, please drop a like, drop a comment down below. Like 99% of my viewers are not subscribed. And yeah, that is pretty filthy. So if you guys could subscribe, please, that would be wonderful. And if we could also get in the comments, Larry stole my girl, please. If we can comment that, guys, it'll definitely make me feel better. Because to this day, I'm still kind of sad about it. Larry stole my girl in the comments, guys. I think we can do it. Let's get to about 5 likes, and I will release the next story time video. By the way, guys, if you guys have any stories, comment them down below, and I'd be happy to tell them on the channel. Or you could email them to me at like my business email, which I will give out in the next video. But yeah, any stories, email them to me. Comment, Larry stole my girl down below, and like the video. 5 likes, we drop in the next video.